one of the most popular questions we get. Just when is the best time to visit Disneyland? Our answer is always whenever you can. And it's the truth. Whenever you and your family can make the trip to the happiest place on Earth is the best time. But of course, your family may prefer some times over others. And in 2022, there's so much to look forward to at Disneyland, including the return of World of Color, Fantasmic, and the Main Street Electrical Parade. If you're new to the Undercover Tourist channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification icon to see our latest videos. In this video, we're outlining our recommended best times to visit Disneyland in 2022. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty details and the whys and hows of crowds, let's cut to the chase. The easiest way to know if it'll be crowded at Disneyland is to ask yourself, is it a major US holiday? Are the kids out of school? If the answer is yes to one or both of these questions, crowds will be larger. But even during the busiest times, there are ways to skip the lines and make the most of your time at Disneyland by following the Undercover Tourist park plans. Fast Pass and Max Pass have officially been retired and replaced with the new Genie Plus system, giving guests another way to maximize their time. Plus, it includes Disney PhotoPass downloads. Keep in mind that during off-season, low crowd levels can also mean shorter park hours and less entertainment. More rides generally also undergo refurbishment at this time. But not to worry, we'll help you navigate this answer since it's not one size fits all. It's important to note that in 2022, in addition to buying your theme park admission, you'll need to make a separate theme park reservation at Disneyland. Dates can and do fill up, so our best advice is to purchase your tickets and make your Disneyland theme park reservations as soon as possible to secure your spot. Reservation availability is released 120 days in advance, or 90 days for annual pass holders, now called Magic Key holders, on a rolling basis. Hop tip: you can purchase your Disneyland tickets as far in advance as you'd like through Undercover Tourist, as you do not need to select a start date. Reservations can then be made through the Disneyland app up to 120 days in advance of your trip. Here are 4 factors that may influence crowds at Disneyland that you should consider when planning your trip. Southern California residents, school schedules, especially fall breaks, special events and holidays. Disneyland is beloved by many, especially those who live within a hop, skip, and a jump away. From Magic Key holders to locals taking advantage of festivals on the weekends or Hoppin' California resident deals, locals are a big part of the Disneyland community. Undercover Tourist typically offers these same California resident tickets for an even steeper discount than the parks. Another factor that has an influence on crowds at Disneyland is conventions. The Anaheim Convention Center is right across the street. It's generally not necessary to rearrange your vacation based on a convention, but there might be one exception. Disney's own D23 Expo, held every other year, brings flocks of fans. The next D23 Expo is planned for September 9th through 11th, 2022. Special events and holidays should also be a consideration in deciding the best time to visit Disneyland. Many families visit during Disneyland Halloween time or the holidays to experience the magic of these seasons. During some seasons, such as Halloween time, weekdays are less crowded, but only weekends include fireworks, so take that into consideration when planning seasonal visits. One other thing to be aware of is any separately ticketed events that may result in the parks closing early for non-party goers, including the Disney Halloween Party, the Oogie Boogie Bash at Disney California Adventure for select days in September and October, Disney Merriest Nights at Disneyland Park in November and December, Disneyland After Dark parties at Disneyland Park on select nights in February and May, and at Disney California Adventure Park in March. These after-hours parties can cause the park to close earlier than usual. If you look forward to an evening at Disneyland with all of the nighttime entertainment, then avoid visiting during these days unless you have a party ticket. Otherwise, your fun may be cut short. With all of these factors in mind, we're expecting the parks to be the busiest around the following dates. Hop tip: check out the Undercover Tourist crowd calendar to see when Disneyland special events are taking place. So when is the best time to visit Disneyland? Historically, September is a frog-tastic time to visit as the kids head back to school. In 2022, like we mentioned, you'll want to take note of convention dates in September, making the second half of the month a particularly good time to hop in. Select dates in January and February are also great picks, but note that entertainment and hours may be scaled back. These are the Undercover Tourist recommended best times to visit Disneyland. In 2022, there's one important caveat to keep in mind. As more families hop back to long-awaited vacations, we anticipate crowds will be more elevated than usual throughout the year. Don't forget that you can purchase discount Disneyland tickets from Undercover Tourist. Curious how busy Disneyland will be when you plan to visit? Check out the Undercover Tourist crowd calendar. Let us know your favorite time of year to visit Disneyland in the comments below. Get the exact same theme park tickets for less, no catch, at Undercover Tourist.